The Flash. Ralph Dibney, the amazing Elongated Man, and a close friend of Flash, is leisurely skin diving in the warm waters of the Caribbean when suddenly he vanishes without a trace. How Flash picks up the trail of his friend and how he discovers the incredible under-the-ocean world of Breda is thrillingly revealed in The Elongated Man's Undersea Trap. It is seldom that a wedding makes banner newspaper headlines. But when one of the country's most distinguished celebrities marries, Elongated Man marries debutante Sue Dearborn, Flash best man. Not long afterward, in the sunny waters of the Caribbean. This is the most wonderful honeymoon, Ralph. I'm the luckiest girl in the world. And I, the luckiest man, Sue. When I discovered Gin Gold, I thought I could never be so lucky again. But now I know that winning you was really the high point of my life. Editor's note, it was through Gin Gold, a soft drink, that Ralph Dibney found the secret ingredient that enabled him to stretch his body almost without limit, and thus become the now famous Elongated Man. Then, one sunny day, as Ralph dons his Elongated Man costume, time for a little skin diving, Sue. I won't be gone long. Please be careful, Ralph. In skin diving, the amazing Elongated Man uses his unique talent to wondrous effect underwater. I saw something, a shadow, dart behind this reef. What could it have been? Suddenly, out of nowhere comes a paralyzing shock. Oh. As time goes by, I'm worried. Ralph was due back an hour ago. Maybe he had an accident or something. I better head for the nearest town. Get help. Not long after, in Central City, Barry Allen, police scientist, receives a telegram. It's addressed to Flash, care of me. It must be from the honeymooners. I told Ralph and his wife if they ever wanted to contact Flash, that was the way to do it, as the youthful scientist reads the wire. Great Scott! It's from Sue Dibney. She says Ralph has vanished without a trace, and she begs me to come down there to the Caribbean at once. Retreating to the privacy of his police headquarters laboratory, Barry Allen presses a secret spring on a finger ring. Fortunately, my weekend begins this afternoon, so I won't have to make up any excuse if Barry Allen is away for a couple of days, while Flash answers this urgent summons.
As the air strikes the tiny suit ejected from a secret compartment in Barry's ring, it expands. And moments later, a scarlet whirlwind streaks out a rear exit.
At super speed, miles are clicked off like inches to an ordinary runner, and soon. Pension. This is the town on the coast of Central America the telegram was sent from. Sue said she'd be waiting in the town's lone hotel. Sure enough, in the hotel lobby. Flash, oh thank goodness, you're here. All right now, Sue, tell me what's happened. shortly on the honeymoon yacht anchored offshore.
And it was right at this spot, Flash, that I last saw Ralph.
Strange. I don't want to alarm Sue unnecessarily, but there have been other cases of vanished skin divers lately. A mystery that has involved the police of several nations around this area. The report came into headquarters only this week. Grimly, the Scarlet Speedster gets set to go sea hunting. Sue, I'm going to take a look under the surface.
Wait, Flash, we have some extra skin diving equipment.
As the world's fastest human explains that he scarcely needs any undersurface aids. At super speed, I can scout the bottom for miles without coming up for air.
Wear these just in case something happens, Flash. For my sake.
Acceding to the girl's request, Flash dons the skin diving apparatus and wastes no more time. My best bet is to skin dive from the same point Ralph did and try to find a clue to what happened. It's an eerie world here under the surface, and so silent, almost like another planet. As the keen eyes of the world's fastest human spy a startling sight. Great Neptune, strange, human-like creatures on some sort of underwater ski. Got to be on my guard. But the next moment, before even the fastest man alive can make a move,
Like our to catch below Grstad and put him in the tank with the others.
sometime later, when Flash comes to his senses. Where am I? What am I doing here? As memory rushes back to the dazed speedster. I remember now, those strange creatures on underwater skis. And then the shock that's left me terribly weak. Too weak to use super speed. The least exertion tires me. And another thing, I've suddenly grown hungry. So terribly famished, I have an irresistible urge to seek food. Then, good gosh, one of those undersea creatures is fishing and is using food for bait. There's another skin diver like myself swimming toward it. As Flash watches, amazed, just as the skin diver grabbed for the food, a noose slipped around his wrists. The next moment, fantastically, he's caught, just like a fish in a pond, being yanked right out of the water. Driven by hunger, Flash too is tempted. I've got to sneak up on that food, pull it quickly off the hook without being caught. But so weak is the world's fastest human that for once his vaunted speed deserts him. I'm hooked. And soon after, in a huge chamber where Flash is herded with other skin divers trapped by the alien fishermen. That machine projecting thoughts to us, telling us what we have to do, why we were brought here. By law, each of you is now a quota of the fisherman who caught you. You must learn to obey your master. Disobedience by a quota brings instant punishment. Remember that. As Flash listens, amazed. Each of you will be assigned to work. It's incredible. According to what I've learned, we're in Breda, a civilization under the sea. Lately, in need of workers, the undersea creatures have begun to capture humans from the surface, putting them in a huge tank, where they fish for us. And the humans who are hooked become the quotas of the masters who caught them. It's their method of apportioning the workers. Here's the one who caught me. Thoughts coming from that tiny replica of the big thought machine worn around his neck.
Kota, come with me.
Soon after.
Your job is to help build my new residence.
In all my excitement, I've forgotten about my search for Ralph. Even as the thought crosses Flash's mind, he sees, there's Ralph, one of the Kodas, but he acts as if he doesn't know me. As the keen mind of the Scarlet Speedster divines the truth. That jolting energy shock that knocked me unconscious before I was brought here. Ralph must have been caught the same way, and the blow has robbed him of his memory. Shortly after Flash, as well as his fellow Kotas, have been fed and has regained his strength. I'm capable of super speed again, but in order to battle these Bredens and rescue the humans here, I'll need Ralph's help, and that means I've got to help him recover his memory. As the world's fastest human gets an idea, the Master said we would be able to rest only when we had finished our work. But I can't wait. I want some time with Ralph now, and I think I know how to get it. Shortly, to the astonishment of the Breden guards, one of their Kodas begins to move with incredible velocity. I'll finish this residence myself at super speed.
Great sock! He's moving so fast, we can hardly see him.
After the house is magically built, the guards can hardly believe the house is finished. They're going to inspect it, and that gives me the opportunity I've been looking for to speak to Ralph. Ralph Dibney, you are the Elongated Man, and I am your friend, Flash. Don't you remember? No, those names mean nothing to me. As the suspicious guards move toward Flash. Not much time left. I've got to jog Ralph's memory, bring him back to himself. Abruptly, the Scarlet Speedster acts. Ralph, there's a loose brick that might fall and hurt someone. Stretch up there and get it, will you? If I can get him to pull one of his stretching stunts, it might restore his memory. Stretch all the way up there? But that is impossible. It's easy if you'll only try. Maybe if I tickle him, he will automatically react. Then, as Flash's fingers go into titillating action, he's doing it. He's stretching up like only the Elongated Man could. Ralph, you must remember now. Yes, it's all come back to me now, Flash. The shock, skin diving, I know who I am. His memory is back. And just in time, Ralph, those armed guards threatening us. We've got to stop them. Alerted to the danger, the Elongated Man extends his arm with rocket-like speed. Nice going, Ralph. You got his weapon before he could fire. I'll handle the other one. Kimbra, sound the alarm. Like a whirlwind, Flash whizzes around the other guard. I'm spinning him around so fast, he's too dizzy to shoot. After the two guards have been locked in a room of the house, and the human revolt catches fire. Looks like the Brendans have sent their riot squad at us, Ralph. Our fellow humans haven't a chance against those tank-like vehicles, armed only with bricks. What can we do? We'll team up, combine our unique powers to overpower our attackers. Now listen. The next moment, a surprising sight sweeps into battle. That first tank is about to fire on a group of humans. We'll tackle that one. Okay, Flash, Here we go, before the enemy vehicle can open fire. I've got hold of the wheel. Yank it, Ralph. Yank it hard. The next moment as teamwork pays its first dividends. Well, that's one. Now let's get the others. In no time at all, the daring duo has turned the battlefield into a veritable junkyard of wrecked Bredden assault cars. That does it, Flash. We got 'em all. Maybe now the Breddens will realize they can't keep us here by force, and will be willing to parley. Sure enough, soon after, at a hastily arranged peace conference. And our terms are these. Every human you Breddens have captured must be returned to the surface of the sea safely, and you must agree never to molest another skin diver or anyone from our world ever again. After a hurried huddle, the undersea creatures give their answer. We agree, O swiftest of all beings. We surrender to you and the incredible one who stretches himself. We accept your terms. Good. No doubt Ralph's presence here, acting as sergeant-at-arms to prevent any of the Bredden leaders from leaving before this little parley was finished, had a lot to do with their quick decision to come to terms. And soon after, when the ex-Codas have been returned to their own world. The Breddens have kept their word, Flash. To an extent, they safely deposited us all on this tiny island, but we seem to be cut off from the rest of the world here. That's one problem that's easily solved, Ralph. Just give me a few minutes and I'll have transportation for all of us. Hey, Flash is running toward the water. What does he have in mind? The next second, just like a whizzing stone skims over a lake, the Scarlet Speedster races right over the watery surface. At super speed, it shouldn't take me long to find a ship around here. These Caribbean waters are full of cruise liners at this season. Sure enough, a short time later, this ship will take on all the other skin divers and carry them to the mainland. I myself will take Ralph back to his yacht and his bride, after the others have embarked. You're great at arranging a rescue, Flash, but now, with the ship gone, what are you going to do with me? Take you for a ride, Ralph, as soon as you hop on my back. And then, an amazing piggyback ride across the sea. How you doing, Ralph? Whee! This beats a slow boat through the Caribbean any day. And soon, a joyous reunion. Sue! Ralph, Flash brought you back to me. I've still got a whole day before Barry Allen is due back at the laboratory. And I think I know how I'm going to spend it. With two of the dearest friends I've got at their invitation. Shortly, while Sue prepares a meal on the yacht, two friends indulge in a favorite sport in their own unique way. Well, skin diving is fun now that we don't have to worry about an attack by the Breddens. The undersea creatures will keep the terms of our agreement because they know that the Elongated Man and Flash will always be on the alert in case they ever try to violate it. Another Elongated Man adventure
Coming soon. Watch for it